Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So right now I am in Ueno Park in Tokyo, Japan. It's my ninth day here and I am so upset because I didn't remember to bring my microphone. So I'm hoping you guys can hear me right now as I'm filming this video. I think being in Tokyo has been very enriching and it's been such a beautiful experience. If you're watching this video and you're thinking about ways that you want to come to Japan and you're not really sure how to go about it, then you come to the right place. I will be giving a couple of tips that I applied to be able to travel here. So I've always wanted to go to Japan. It's been years now, but I really didn't know how to get started. And the first thing that I recommend to you is that if you want to travel to Japan and it's very far away from where you're located, for example, I'm located in Canada, so from Tokyo to Japan and Canada to Japan, it's like a 13.35 minutes flight, and it's very long. So when you know that you're going to be traveling very, very far across the world, then make sure that number one, you plan your trip. The way I did this was I planned my trip by making an Excel spreadsheet to divide what I was going to spend my money on, what activities I was going to do. I also made an itinerary for each day so that I would know what I will be doing each specific day and what activities I will be doing. So that has been very helpful. If you are interested in booking activities here, I recommend that you use the app Klook. It's such a great app to be able to book a lot of activities here in Tokyo in advance, because the number one thing that you guys have to keep in mind is that a lot of the activities that you get to do here, like let's say Team Lab Borderless or any activity like Disney World or Universal Studios, activities like that are extremely easy to get sold out. I remember I wanted to book an activity for 𝐅𝐈𝐍𝐃 Museum, but the tickets were sold out even before I could blink. So yeah, like Klook is such an amazing app to be able to book your trips in advance, and I really recommend it. I also recommend that if you're coming to Japan, like learn how to say a couple of sentences in Japanese, because the thing is, if you are going to be here and you don't want to rely on taxi and stuff like that, but you mostly want to rely on public transportation, the chances are when you're going to get here, it's going to be a little bit confusing in the beginning on how to like navigate your metro station. While in the beginning it's tough, you will get used to it, but it's very essential that you learn how to ask basic questions in Japanese, like, oh, where is this train station, or where's that train station, depending on where you want to go. And by learning how to ask that, it really allows you to understand where you're going. So if let's say you're asking a staff member in the metro, "Sumimasen, eki wa doko desu ka?" So what I just said was, excuse me, where is this train station? And by asking that question, even if like you don't understand the directions they're going to give you later, they'll make hand gestures about whether or not to turn left, right or left. And it's very helpful. Like when you're able to ask those type of questions, it really helps you to understand a little bit what they're trying to tell you, and it's going to be a lifesaver for you when you come to Japan. I know that a lot of people are able to come here without necessarily learning the language, but I really benefited from just learning a couple of Japanese sentences to ask people in the case where, let's say, I'm trying to find my way and I don't know where to go, and let's say somebody that can help me, but they don't really speak English but only Japanese. So that's the number 2 tip that I want to give you guys, to really just learn basic sentences in Japanese. I learned a bit of Japanese from Duolingo, the app, but you can learn any way that you want to. And I think the third tip that I have here is, when you get to Japan, just make sure that I think it goes hand in hand with the first tip. Like, make sure that when you get here, you are organized. Because the thing is, when you're planning a trip like this where you're going extremely far away from home, I think sometimes it can be easy to maybe sleep a lot, or just take things easy. And whilst I have no issues with resting, I believe that when you've been planning the trip for a very long time, it's important for you to just be on time. Like, let's say you have a schedule, you have an activity, wake up early, make sure that you get ready early so that you can be able to do a lot of the activities that you're planning to do. Yes, it can be exhausting. That's why it's important to also take time to rest, but just be really organized and on time about activities that you want to do. Another tip I wanted to give you guys if you're thinking of coming to Japan is that Japan is an extremely hot country. Like, I'm talking above 33 to 34 degrees Celsius, and it can get extremely hot in temperatures. So if you're thinking of coming here during the summer, please make sure to bring clothes that are very comfortable and not too heavy, like short-sleeved outfits like the one I'm wearing right now. Because let me tell you guys, you are going to sweat a lot, especially here. If you're thinking of doing activities outside, the temperature here is extremely hot. If you're watching this video and you're curious about Japan, but you're not really sure whether or not you want to go or if it's for you, I'm going to give reasons as to why I believe you should really consider coming to Japan, especially if you love to travel and you really love exploring the world. The number one thing is that when you come to Japan, the Japanese are extremely spiritual people. They're very humble, very hardworking, and they are friendly, right? And you can see that they have like this system that works for them, that they've been able to use or implement in their life for so many thousands of years. If you go to a restaurant, if you go to a public place, like, people that have been here for a very long time and their ancestors have been here, they have established a system where they get to be so organized, where they get to take their day a day at a time, and they get to do a lot of things that are structured. And by seeing that, it's very commendable. Sorry, there are a lot of Anyways, as I was saying, I really think that when you come to Japan, you get to benefit a lot because you get to learn their culture, you get to learn why the country is the way it is. You get to really just explore and discover a whole new universe. So for example, prior to coming to Japan, I've never been to an Asian country before. And all I've been exposed to was the Western culture. I could study Eastern culture, but from afar, like, because I had the curiosity, but it's not like I really was immersed in that world. So that's why coming to Japan for me was such an important moment of my life, and still is, because I'm still here. But yeah, like, I just think that, like, if you are somebody that you love to explore and you love adventure and you're curious about different cultures that differ from yours, then by all means come to Japan. The next reason why I think you should really consider coming here is because this country is extremely stunning. I mean, the architectural design, you can tell that they put so much love and craftsmanship and details into all of the things that they built here, from their temples to their shrines to just anything. It's unreal. Like, it's already been day 9 here for me, and I'm in awe by some of the things that I've seen, and I still haven't fully processed it because it's just stunning. Like, the places that you get to see, the architectural designs are just out of this world. It's nothing like you've ever seen before. So if you're curious about what goes on and some of the architectural design, some of the different buildings that they have, then I really recommend that you come here to explore for yourself. And I think the last thing that I say about why you should consider coming to Japan is that it would really help you to become very self-reliant, self-sufficient. So for me, initially when I came here, I came on my own. And then afterwards, my dad, he ended up joining me. But in the beginning, like me navigating my way in the airport, navigating the metro system, navigating how I was going to get from the metro to the hotel, that was something that I had to figure out on my own, and I didn't have anybody to rely on to do that. So yeah, just being in a completely different country, far away from home, learning how to navigate or how to get to where you want to be, asking people questions, it really, really helps you to become very self-sufficient. So that's something that I really recommend. Like if you are interested in exploring Japan, I really recommend you do that. And like I said, if I was able to plan this for years and finally came true, then it can also happen in you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions if you're considering coming to Japan anytime soon. And let me know down in the comments below, are you thinking of coming to Japan anytime soon? Do you have any tips on traveling and traveling tips that you can share with people? If you do, then please share it down the comments below. I really want to hear your perspective. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!